Hello and welcome to Aarohan Coaching Institute. In our last lecture of Indian Polity, we discussed the Government of India Act 1858. Those who haven't watched the video, please go and watch the video after completing this lecture. It will take just a few minutes and you will be able to understand it properly. In this video, we will discuss the Indian Councils Act of 1861 and 1892. If you still haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to it and give a thumbs up to the videos so that we know our videos are helping you in your preparations. So without any delay, let's get started. After the Great Revolt of 1857, the British government felt the necessity of seeking the cooperation of the Indians in the administration of their country. And to implement this decision, 3 acts were enacted by the British Parliament in 1861, 1892 and 1909. The Indian Councils Act of 1861 is an important landmark in the constitutional and political history of India. Let's directly jump into the features of the Indian Councils Act of 1861. It made the beginning of representative institutions by associating Indians with the lawmaking process. Under this act, the Viceroy of India was advised to nominate some Indians as non-official members. In 1862, Lord Canning, the then Viceroy, nominated 3 Indians to his Legislative Council, and they were the Raja of Banaras, the Maharaja of Patiala and Sir Dinkar Rao. It initiated the process of decentralization by restoring the legislative powers to the Bombay and Madras presidencies. It thus reversed the centralizing tendency that started from the Regulating Act of 1773 and reached its climax under the Charter Act of 1833. Under this act, new legislative councils for Bengal, Northwestern Frontier Province, and a Legislative Council for Punjab were established. The Legislative Council for Bengal was established in 1862. The Legislative Council for NWFP was established in 1866, and the Legislative Council for Punjab was established in 1897. It empowered the Viceroy to make rules and orders for the more convenient transaction of business in the council. It also gave recognition to the portfolio system. The portfolio system was introduced by Lord Canning in 1859. Under this system, a member of the Viceroy's Council was made in charge of one or more departments of the government and was authorized to issue final orders on behalf of the Council on matters of his department. It empowered the Viceroy to issue ordinances without the concurrence of the Legislative Council during an emergency. The life of such an ordinance was 6 months. Now, let's discuss the features of the Indian Councils Act of 1892. Under this act, the number of additional members or non-official Indian members were increased in the central and provincial legislative councils, but the British officials maintained the majority. It increased the functions of legislative councils and gave them the power of discussing the budget. This act provided for the nomination of some non-official members, Indian members. This act made a limited and indirect provision for the use of election in filling up some of the non-official seats both in the central and provincial legislative councils. However, the word election was not used in the act. Now, let's discuss the key points of both the acts. In the Indian Councils Act of 1861, Lord Canning, the then Viceroy, nominated 3 Indians to his Legislative Council, and they were the Raja of Banaras, the Maharaja of Patiala and Sir Dinkar Rao. It initiated the process of decentralization by restoring the legislative powers to the Bombay and Madras presidencies. Legislative Councils for Bengal, NWFP, and a Legislative Council for Punjab were established. It empowered the Viceroy to make rules and orders and to issue ordinances. Next, key points of the Indian Councils Act of 1892. The number of additional members or non-official Indian members were increased. Discussions on budget started in Legislative Council. So that's it for this video. Please go and watch other videos that we have uploaded and kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel so that we know our videos are helping you in your preparations. That's all for now. Thank you so much.